God, we've got jiu-jitsu techniques, haven't we? What do we call this? What's this move called?
I don't know.
I don't know, it ain't got a name, is it?
This is just weird.
Yeah, but this is just like, this is how I give Leanne hugs. She's like, cuddle. And so I cuddle her like this and pull her tight. She's like, if you think of it as a clinch, does it make it better? But it does, yeah. Oh, of course I do it all the time. Always double unders. I don't like that when she tries to go underneath, trying to control me. You don't know what underhooks are, do you?
No.
When you cuddle someone, you get your arms under there.
Okay.
You get your arms under their arms, you've got a lot more control of their body.
Yeah.
You get double under with both arms under.
Game over. Going for a ride.
You're going for a ride. Yeah, see? That's it. Yeah. So what is this? Number, one of the numbers, isn't it?
9.
9?
If you remember, 7's the lost episode.
Did you hear that? He said it's number 9. Few remember. A bit of a German feel tonight.
Okay, I see where this is going.
Do you remember, because no one watched this podcast?
Actually, I think we're getting a lot more numbers. We're getting a lot more views lately.
We're getting more numbers because we're getting more numbers on the episodes, right?
What?
Getting more numbers.
Yeah, more views.
Yeah.
More fans.
Bigger numbers.
Bigger numbers?
Like in size.
Oh, I get it. That got weird, didn't it? So?
Yeah. So are we not putting up the shit episode?
I think we'll put it out.
Are we going to like have little bits of it at the
That
end
could be a bonus at some point. I
want to
we'll do something with it.
In sections.
Yeah, we will.
Maybe we'll sell it for profit.
I feel like we'll watch it, we'll learn it, and then we'll do like another. Yeah, we'll reenact it.
Some tribute to it.
How about we do a tribute to that? We'll reenact it, but like we all play each other. We play different roles.
Yeah.
Or we play ourselves, but badly.
Yeah. Like our idea for the Matt's Rick and Morty cartoon, because he does a good Rick and Morty impression. We're making a new version called Nick and Roy.
Nick and Roy.
Where Matt does the voices, but on the opposite character.
So what was it? Dick and Shorty?
Dick and Shorty.
Dick and Shorty.
Yeah. Yep, they're characters in that one.
Dick and Shorty.
Sorry about this, Del. This is how we roll. Podcast is just us talking shit.
Del boy.
It's like, I'm going to smile and keep pretending I know what you're talking about.
So, welcome to the world, to Del Boy.
Del boy.
Thank you.
Adele. We haven't actually got an official nickname for you yet, have we?
No.
We've been trying for a bit, but quite
Been
poorly.
waiting. Yeah.
Yeah, but just keep waiting. It'll be a doozy when it comes, won't it?
I feel like I have to like do something quite dramatic to earn my nickname.
Are you worried all the time now because it hasn't come yet? Like, God, I'm just trying to stay on good form. Just to do something stupid.
Don't force it.
No.
Don't force it.
But ironically, Chloe,
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank Charlotte, she's like the woman of 1,000 nicknames, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's got a new one today. She told me she had to do a speed awareness course. I call her Speedo now.
And I changed it to pedo.
But I
I see.
Speedo with a silent S. Speedo.
Pedo.
Yeah. Don't know what it is. Charlotte just seems to pick nicknames up like.
She has to do a speed awareness course.
Yeah, and then I said to her, like, I said, in fairness, Charlotte, if anyone needs a Shark Tank, if anyone needs a speed awareness course, it's you. And she went, what are you trying to say? I was like, word on the street is you drive fast. And she went, has George been saying anything to you? And I'm trying to tell her George hasn't said anything. George goes mental and goes running over to defend himself. All in the meantime, making himself look guilty as hell. So, George hasn't said anything. But yeah, that's quite funny. She took it well. Probably is good though, isn't it? Like, for her to do that speed awareness course. We were saying, especially when you're young, if you regularly drive fast, but you've never been close to having an accident, you're unaware of what can happen by driving fast, right? So one day when you hit some water or ice or lose control and you're going too fast, you'll be fucked and you've got no skills to deal with that. And it is terrifying. And you'd realise, fuck, if I was going a little bit slower, this would be more manageable. That's what you don't realise, right? You don't know what you don't know.
Get some skills.
And then, I mean, it's not just young people, is it? A lot of people drive way too fast.
Yeah.
Like I said, because they've never been close to a bad thing happening.
Yeah.
Because you hit water or something at 30 miles an hour and you're like, fuck, that was terrifying. But imagine doing that at 60 or 70, like it's a whole, you hit some black ice.
George is giving me the look there. I'm going to say, I don't need to go on a speed awareness course. I wasn't speeding when I crashed.
You were going speedy.
I
You
was
went off
going
some
speed.
speed.
I was off some speed, yeah. Speeding, I was, yeah.
I love when we tell the story about Luke when he flipped his car over, which isn't a cool story, but...
When you say flipped his car, I just imagine he got really angry one day. Like, "Rah!"
exactly.
But when he flipped his
Except I
car
was
with
in
his
it.
with his mum in the car,
Yeah, and
which makes it all
Shit.
worse. But when we tell the story, we always like there's funny things that you pick up on. It's that thing where like there's things that get on your permanent record, right? Like you say something and then people just in their mind it's like this list of things, and that's Adele or that's Luke. And in this story, Luke always tells a story. He goes, "I hit black ice," and whatever, and I'm always like, "Why did you keep on it black ice? Black ice is just ice that you can't see." It's like black ice is like trying to make it look like, look, if you hit black ice,
It's worse.
it's worse.
Yeah,
And
everyone.
I was lucky not to die.
Yeah.
So like, it's not my fault because I hit black ice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then, but that's always my angle, and Leanne's angle is Luke always says, what is it? I hit a ditch, or there's something about a ditch that you always say. And she's like, no, you didn't hit a ditch. Ditches aren't on the road. You left the road and drove into the ditch. But the way you always spin the story,
I
is
think
like,
I said I hit a ditch because it was like a ditch that went up and then down.
yeah, what
So
you
I
mean is you
and
hit
then
it.
went, yeah.
But the way Leanne
Yeah.
is the story is Luke claims a ditch jumped out of
And
him
then-
in the middle of the street.
The
or
black
whatever.
ice threw itself at me, and then the ditch jumped out. And,
And yeah, but they're both understandable because you
Exactly.
said black ice because that's what the policeman said,
Mhm.
and so you were just relaying the story.
Mhm.
But it sounds like you
Yeah.
were trying to
building it
downplay, as
up.
if look, it's not my fault because I
Yeah.
hit black ice.
But,
That happens, isn't it?
no one's ever controlled their car under black ice.
Never.
Never happens.
No.
Speeding never killed anyone in a car anyway.
The impact. It's the sudden stop.
Sudden deceleration did.
That always reminds me of that film Twins when Arnold Schwarzenegger throws that guy to the ground and he goes, what does he say?
Pavement was
the
your
pavement
enemy.
was your enemy.
That's
Love
such
it.
a good movie.
He's from the corner, that guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He understands. So, let's stop talking nonsense. Let's talk to Adele for a minute because she's just sitting there wiping the goo off her fresh tattoo and
Feels like it's going to
smiling
explode.
and stuff. So, what's going on then, Adele? You're new.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
It's creeping in here tonight.
Yeah. She's a creeper. How long you been in now?
Oh wow, about 2 months I think.
Hmm.
Yeah. About 2 months.
How time flies.
Oh, you're
No.
having fun.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Not right now. It's
Yeah.
like not doing this to me. It's
Aw.
a little weird.
No, it's been really good fun so far. Amy said she's been really looking forward to me coming here, so she's not like the new girl anymore.
Oh,
So like
That's
taking
nice of her.
new girl
Sort of.
status.
in a way. Did she new girl you when you showed up?
No.
'Cause when
Only
Mike-
Matt did that.
God, did he really?
Yeah,
Because this is Matt's
We
thing.
did.
Look at Matt like, shut up, Adele.
I don't even remember or recall that such a
Matt was he was like the kid or the young guy forever, and so he was always like the butt of the jokes or the whatever you want to call it. He was the newest guy or whatever. And then when Mike came, Matt tried to assert himself, and he literally new guy. He went up and he went, "What's up, new guy?" He actually called him new guy.
It started before that though. It started in the old shop when. Do you remember when Nick got upset because new guy was better than him?
Oh, that's such a funny story.
That's so
isn't
good.
it?
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, so he knew guy Mike, like literally.
Yeah,
Some
straight
guy.
up to him. And
Yeah.
And
I don't know
then,
if it was more off of you doing it to me.
What
after
did he do?
explaining that situation.
What did he do to you?
No, I can just remember that.
Was he just hanging
Oh, yeah.
around like?
The new girl
What's going on?
situation.
just being
No
a dick.
go.
But no, I think you're just explaining it rather
Well,
than.
he sort of did that to me with my station when I moved into the corner, and because I used to work where Matt does, so what, a couple of months before he kept on just standing in my spot,
Leaning on
Leaning
stuff,
on.
yeah, like marking the
Getting
territory,
comfy.
something, yeah.
I had this for years.
Yeah.
Pulling that
His knuckles.
creepy fucking
Yeah.
vile face that he pulls.
I like to think I was wearing a leather jacket at the time as well. I don't think I was.
God, your poor girlfriend, you probably had that face on after sex, don't you? Yeah, that one, like,
Got like, I got ya.
I got ya.
he's like this,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. You're welcome.
nice.
Yeah.
So where are you from then? Oh, I heard you're from India, is that true?
Yeah,
India.
Adele.
Delhi.
delicatessen. That is
New
Indian,
Delhi.
but yeah, that would work better, wouldn't it,
Girl.
really?
New Delhi.
Yeah.
Delhi.
Is that a nickname now?
It is what it is.
No, I thought in that video that you might not be
That's what I heard.
from
Yeah.
England, I heard that you were like,
I like to change every now and again.
yeah?
Yeah, it's not exciting, just staying from.
Public want to see your birth certificate.
Mm.
don't even know if I have one.
I think it's alright because George wrote a thing on the screen saying Adele's not actually Indian. So I think it was
That's
clarified.
official. Yeah, clarified. Yeah.
Cool.
Where are you from?
Norfolk.
North.
Well, not Norfolk
Norwich.
really, but Norwich.
Norwich. It's got an A in it, isn't it? Norwich?
Oh, yeah. Cambridgeshire, Norfolk border.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Cambridgeshire. That sounds
It
awfully
does
posh.
sound better. It sounds.
It does sound better in Norwich.
Nice.
Yeah, I like to think I don't actually have an accent normally, but I do
I don't
have
think you
quite a
do.
strong one, don't I really? I
Um,
think I've only just realised how strong it actually has been since I've been here listening to everyone else's.
I don't think it's strong. I just
no,
think
you have got an
certain
accent, but it's not
words.
like massively strong.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you go there, do they all think you talk posh?
No, I don't think posh really. But now I'm starting to sound more Essex. And I don't know how that's happened.
Living in Essex.
But yeah, I'm done. Yeah, but I don't listen to anybody.
No, but
I've got
Jasmine, when Jasmine's hanging around like friends with Mike, she starts talking like a brummy.
No, she did that
Yeah.
when you first got here.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
I mean, it is weird, but some people are just like, no, don't worry about that. They're more susceptible to different accents. And that, you know?
Auditive people.
Cool.
One of the options, isn't it?
Hearing ones.
How would you describe yourself? Auditive?
Auditive, kinesthetic, or visual? What would you say you are?
Visual.
Yeah,
Makes sense. That's what I think. That's what
I think that's what I am too. And it's funny because remember when Jay told us about that? I knew it was a thing, but I just thought it was like a style of learning or something like that. I didn't realise it extended to everything. But then it made sense where things like, you know, like I'm not a particularly huggy or touchy person, but if you're visual, you don't need to. You can go, look, there's Matt, I can see him, he's all right. Do you know what I mean? Whereas kinesthetic people need to touch things
Yeah.
to get their information.
Leanne did hug me once and it was terrifying.
Did she?
Yeah.
Olivia hugged me once, that was weird. I think Mary might have touched me once.
No.
Not inappropriate. Well, any touching is
It's
inappropriate.
inappropriate, yeah. What the fuck?
I'm not massively keen on other people touching me.
You know what else is Mary touched?
Huh?
You know what else is Mary
Mary
touched?
touched our hearts.
Mm.
She didn't.
Well, after Matt took it.
Matt was
back
having a
away.
little dig at earlier 'cause he's all
Fucking
upset about his mug.
Yeah.
About the mystery of the mug. And he said, I'll take your breath away. I'm like, that sounds like Richard Gere showing up at the end of Pretty Woman. Doesn't it? That doesn't sound like a violent threat. It just sounds like, I'll romanticise you.
Yeah. Serenade.
So
I
what
have
did
a
you
balcony
say?
because
on
I
the
will stand
balcony
beneath
with a
this.
saxophone.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird,
What
isn't it?
happened to your mug?
No one knows, it's a mystery.
Yeah, it's a mystery.
Or has it
Yeah.
just gone missing?
Yeah, it's gone missing.
Well, apparently it's been broken, but no one knows who the culprit is.
At first, I was told that it had been broken, and then it was quite clearly either Charlotte or Mary that broke it, and then
You say quite clearly, but that
Yeah.
isn't necessarily the case.
no, it's not.
I actually know what's happened, but I'm not saying anything. I'm staying out of it.
Oh,
I'm staying neutral. But all I'm saying is here, there's a new mug.
I don't want that one.
No, look at it. It's designed for you.
It's
not.
white and dirty.
I don't like it.
It's white with
I
some
like
brown.
that. That's tempting me.
It's white with some brown and it's got half-eaten biscuit.
The used biscuit.
Do you like this? This is our new prop, by the way,
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
we need to spice up the visual aspect of our show.
But we've got a low budget, so the
A very low budget, almost nothing.
I've got this thing at home. It's a bit of gym equipment. It's like gymnastic bars, it's wall bars, and it's been sitting in a box in my kitchen for about 3-4 months now. Jasmine was like, "Are you ever going to put that up or do something with that box?" I'm like, "No, that's my art installation." Like, you know,
It's done. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So talk to us, Adele. Talk to us about you. What do you do?
Mm.
What do you like doing?
Mm.
I like
What
doing
are
that.
you here for?
Mm.
No, there's so many questions.
It's
No, I like doing
questions. It's really
black and
not that
grey.
difficult.
Yeah.
I do really enjoy portraits, although I haven't really done many of them. But I do.
Whatever or here. Or...
Well, in general, yeah,
Yeah.
really.
It's
It's funny, isn't it, though? Because when you do black and grey, you do realism. I think you probably get. What do you think you get more people asking you for then?
At the moment, it's quite.
What's the standard stuff that a decent kind of realism black and grey artist get asked for?
yeah, at the
For a
moment,
minute, exceptional, not decent.
I've been getting a lot of roses and
That's pretty standard,
Seems
though,
like
isn't
doing a
it?
lot of wildlife
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
of things as well.
like wolves and
Mm-hmm.
pet portraits and stuff, which I enjoy. I do like.
So when you
doing
get
that kind of stuff.
asked for that just generic kind of stuff like that, like obviously you come here, you had like a week or so of doing
Tattoos.
No, not tattoos.
Consultations.
Consultation. I had another word in mind there that started with a C. But anyway, yeah, consultations.
Mm.
This is what our podcast consists of now, by the way. Me going, if you do, what's that word? Because I'm so old, words fall out my brain. So you do a week of consultations. You get a load of stuff. You do a load of designs. I don't remember where this was going now. That's what I was really told. No, but in that, like, so you're doing, so you come in and then you end up doing all this, not terrible, but pretty generic stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
For the most part, you just get all the people come in, cool. There's a new artist here, and they like pretty generic stuff. And what happens from that point, as far as you're concerned? You do nice designs as nice as you can, and then what? But when you do the design, you try and push it in the way that you want to
Yeah.
do things a little more.
Okay, that's really, I'm struggling with that as it is anyway, I think. More so than I feel like I ever have done before, really, because I feel everyone's quite confident in what they're doing at the moment here. And if they're not, then they know where they want to go with it. Whereas I feel like...
I think that might be a little bit of an illusion, because
Yeah, I was going to say
everyone else seems like, to everyone else, that they're going in a direction, but
Yeah.
to themselves, they're like, everyone else has got this big.
Maybe.
I was going to say, I don't really feel like I've got a, like we were talking about yesterday, weren't we? I don't feel like I've got a complete aim, like, cool, I want my work to look more like this, or to feel more like this, or anything,
no.
just kind of...
But you have a direction.
I think I
right?
have felt like that before, like, cool, I want it to look like this at the moment, and then, but at the moment
No.
I don't feel like that.
So at the minute then, you've got like, so you've got these clients, and even though you're not really quite sure where you want it to go, you know it's not necessarily this is the stuff that you want to be doing. But so when you're doing that, you do a design and you try and, so you try and move it in a direction, but you're not quite sure what direction. So you just make a really cool design. But do you then find that by doing these generic kind of things, making them as cool as you can, then you tattoo them, do you find, oh, I actually do like doing this one, or I fucking really don't like doing this thing?
Yeah.
Or,
It
you
sort
know,
of
like,
filters out a little bit more. I
yeah,
suppose.
so that to me, that's always what you got to do.
Yeah.
You do all the stuff, and then you filter out the things that you just hate. Like if you don't mind it, then cool, use it if that's what the person wants. But you filter out what you hate, and then you end up getting left kind of what you like.
So I do enjoy doing like the animals and stuff.
They're quite popular at the minute.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
So like, yeah, it's quite popular.
But you've ideally probably throw a bit more like people in there.
Yeah.
Portraiture and
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Has the work changed a lot, like the stuff you're doing here, than it was at the other place? Like, that people ask for?
A little bit, but it is.
But not really.
No.
Generic's generic, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
it's kind of the same, but I'm getting a lot more like, you know, like little pieces that I've sort of forgot about from before. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about it. It's not really.
I think with like the internet and stuff though, you could pretty much be anywhere in the world, and people are asking for the same things, aren't they?
Stuff, definitely.
Everyone's seeing the same stuff.
But see, we were talking about this the other day, and I was talking to Matt and Luke about their stuff, about what direction they're, you know, like I was just interested, just saying like currently, what are you working towards, or what's your. Luke was saying he doesn't feel like he really has a thing, and I think Matt has got like general style that you're heading towards, haven't you? Or elements that you're adding into your work
Yeah.
with a certain feel. And so what we were saying is there's kind of almost two options. I mean, there's three. You can just do whatever standard stuff is out there. But you either develop a style, or you get moves or things where you're like, oh, I always use these things in my tattoo.
Yeah.
Or you just get a style, which I think Luke has got more of, where he's just got this feel where you look and you go, oh, that's Luke's work. But he doesn't always use the same elements. He could use whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And so maybe if you're just more into general realism, then you try more to develop a style, and then you're not pigeonholed into, I only do portraits, right? I only do animals, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really ever want to sort of like, because I think I'll get bored
Mhm.
if I was just doing the same thing, I suppose. But yeah, I've always been like that anyway. Like even when I just painted, drew, anything, it was always just whatever I felt like.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never really sort of channeled it into anything.
Not everybody wants to channel it down into
No,
something, though, do they?
but I'm quite happy with that for the time being anyway.
Because I always think I'm like that when it comes to working out. I don't want to just... I get so bored if I just was running or just lifting weights or whatever. I like to do a bit of everything. And some people like that with their tattoos for sure, right?
Mm.
But if you're just good at copying things and you enjoy that, why pigeonhole it into one thing? Why not just do whatever feels cool at the time? You
Yeah.
know? But I'm sure that so when you get these customers and you do nice designs for them anyway, but then you get talking to them and some of them want to come back and then you can kind of talk them into cooler projects a little bit in the future maybe. Do you find that?
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's almost like they have to get to know you a little bit, to trust
Mhm.
you, to let you have more free
Yeah.
reign, I suppose.
Without a doubt.
I think if someone comes in with something that you're really passionate about, you can sense your kind of passion for it,
Yeah.
and they're more likely to. For instance, I had a guy that wanted this big kind of like Celtic type thing, and we're going to put this little Lord of the Rings element in it. But I was so passionate about the Lord of the Rings thing, it just developed into this massive Lord of the Rings project because I love that bit so much. And he was like, "Well, let's just do that then."
Yeah.
I think that's always really good as well. If you show your passion for that aspect of it, people are more likely to want to move in that direction.
But which is weird because Adele was saying she doesn't really get too many portraits, but in terms of, I'm not saying you want to do that all the time, but you love to do like football portraits and things like that because you really love football.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Did you want to do football badges?
No.
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 I was just wondering.
But
No, but somehow getting that into like, not like your main thing necessarily, but like you wouldn't mind doing. But for example, that's how it works, isn't it? Like, in the broad spectrum of realism, I mean, there's so many people. Like Matt's trying to specialise a bit in car portraits. If that's even what you call it, a portrait. But you know what I mean?
yeah.
But why not? Like, if you've got a thing that you're really into and you're passionate about, why not? You know, try and get that into design things.
It's just hard because you got to like sometimes you got to convince someone that is a thing or it can be a thing. They haven't seen it before.
Which is weird that cars was never a thing, isn't it? Because loads of people love cars.
But I speak to so many people about it. You say, let's do a car tattoo. Oh no, I couldn't do that. Like, all I talk to these people about is cars. And as soon as you mention doing that, so you'll quite easily go out and get a fucking compass of which you have no attachment to, but you won't get something that actually means something to you and has meant something to you your entire life. It makes no sense whatsoever.
So do you find that then, like when you're talking to your clients, that you actually get chatting to them and you're like, wow, we could make this even more personal, because you find out if it's not about what you like, it might be finding out what do you really care about, or what really matters to you, and they might have some
definitely
cool thing like that.
Yeah, that was how that the tattoo I did of like the kids drawing.
That was brilliant, by the
That's
way. Like,
cute.
George, you should put that up on the screen at this point. Tattoo that Adele did of that.
But yeah, that was just on a bit of because he said to his son, what, if you were going to have a tattoo, what would you have? And he drew it out, and I was just like, oh, that's awesome. We've got to get that in there somewhere. But it was a really cool idea.
I love that sort of shit. I mean, me and Matt said we was going to hire some kids to do our designs for us.
Yeah, I'm going to start a sweatshop.
Yeah. Because I'm saying, like, them kind of drawings, you can't fake that.
No.
They're fucking perfect, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, I was at a wedding recently and my little cousin was drawing and she just done this scribble kind of thing on it. I was like, fuck, she fucking nailed it.
Yeah, if you tried to draw like a child, it would look so fake, wouldn't it? Like trying to do the circle, you don't quite meet it.
Yeah. So I took it off her and put it in one of my designs.
Nice.
Yeah, I just robbed it off her.
That's cool.
Didn't let her know.
My dad's actually got a little drawing that I did for him. I don't know, I can't remember how old I was. He's kept it in his wallet ever since I was super, super little. And it's now
Super little?
Super little.
Super.
Super, yeah, 2
I like that.
Yeah, and he's kept it in his wallet and it's all like fallen to pieces and like corners ripped off and stuff. But I always thought, that'd be well cute to have.
That would be really cool, like, to tattoo that on him.
Yeah, it would be so cool because he's always saying, it's falling apart, And I'm like,
But when it's half fallen apart, it's going to look the coolest to take a photo of that and use it.
yeah.
So that's just kind of proof that your dad loves you. Unlike my mum, when I drew my, which I'm convinced is the best picture ever.
Yeah.
To get a blue,
I haven't seen it.
To get a blue, well, no one's seen it because she fucking threw it away. But to get a Blue Peter badge when I was probably 6 or 7, and I drew a portrait of Cliff Richard in red biro on some scrap of paper, and she never fucking sent it to Blue Peter.
Oh.
Ridiculous.
I mean, I'm convinced it is the best portrait a child's ever drawn.
If Blue Peter was still around, would you do a drawing instead of the Blue Peter?
No,
in
fuck
effort
Blue
to get a
Peter.
badge?
I've already got my badge though. Mark Fountain got a
Yeah,
Blue
he
Peter
did.
badge and
Yeah.
presented me
I
with
like
it. So.
little Jason Butcher, age 12.
Yeah.
Like, perfect drawing.
Yeah.
Little Jason Butcher, age 47. On fucking
47
Tony
and a
Hart or
quarter.
whatever. Yeah, 47 and, well, it's more like 2/3. Well, we keep that to ourselves. Yeah.
To ourselves now, 300.
So your dad's
views.
really sweet and cares about you and loves you.
Yeah.
Tell us some more about your mum and you.
Oh,
They're awesome. They
adorable.
sound brilliant.
They are. I've got plenty of stories about them. I can tell something crops up though.
Yeah, when something just comes up
Yeah.
and you're like, oh,
I
my
can
nan.
relate that to my mum and my nan.
I forgot about it, but when Adele was working here for a bit, the things I'd heard about her mum and nan, they sound brilliant.
What are they? What are these stories?
I can't
It's hard to
think
say,
of-
isn't it? And
yeah,
there's something
like,
just like
it's off the
fits,
top of my
but,
head, but
Oh.
they're
yeah.
brilliant.
they are awesome. I've pretty much grown up with both of them. Like,
Not the same age though.
no,
Do they live together or do they live near each other? Or?
they live together, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so.
Are they really similar to each other? Or different?
No, my nan's like, she's not overly confident, but she's got so much brains. Like, she's so clever.
She's the
and
brains of the outfit.
She is, but my mum's very outspoken
She's
and
the
doesn't
muscle.
really think before she says anything. Yeah.
Yeah, but your mum sounds brilliant.
Oh, she is.
What were you telling us early on though when you just said they got these like, they both say those really embarrassing old-fashioned things. Like,
Yeah, mum says, "Am I bothered?" Still thinking that's a thing. Like,
Still thinks it's cool.
And my nan, she doesn't say it so much anymore, but she used to do the Kevin Perry thing, like,
Nice.
"Oh, it's all a bear."
Is your family some kind of like Catherine Tate /80?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like if there's a thing, they'll latch onto that thing and never forget it.
When her mum says, am I bothered? Or that's like me when I said the other day about telling a story about how when you're a certain age you know about things because you've got kids or
Yeah.
nieces and nephews, and I was like Miley Cyrus. Matt was like, Miley Cyrus was a thing like 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, cool, I knew that.
There's
As if that was the newest.
There's
most-
people that have kids that reminisce about the times they would watch Miley Cyrus.
But what we were saying is, I'm like, Matt, tell me what young people say. And Matt's like, I'm 26. But there's a thing, when you're 26, you don't, young people are like 14 or 15. They're the ones saying, because like we were saying earlier on, what's all the new words for cool or the new words for... But you could be 36 and have a 14-year-old kid and know more about it than a 26-year-old
That's
does,
very
right?
true.
Mm-hmm.
Because 26, you're out of that kind of shit, aren't you?
You're at the bracket.
I am
Yeah.
out
So it's like-
of the.
You don't even know what
18,
happens when the
25.
bass drops anymore, do you?
No, the bracket.
That was actually brilliant because
Fucking table.
Amy had a t-shirt or top on the other day and it said something about the bass drop. Like, what the fuck have you
Fuck
got that?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
She didn't know, she just like look at the t-shirt
Yeah.
and didn't care what it said.
When the bass drops or something like that written on it. I love that.